From the Light Fury never actually loving Toothless to Toothless secretly being Cloudjumper's underling, today we're breaking down 10 hidden things you didn't notice in How to Train Your Dragon. But first, if you love Toothless, drop a dragon emoji. And if you're a fan of HTTYD, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Number 1. DreamWorks secretly changed Toothless, and you never noticed. What if I told you the Toothless you love almost never existed? DreamWorks completely redesigned him and buried the evidence so deep nobody caught it. Here's what happened. The original Toothless looked completely different. Small, unthreatening, easy to ignore. And that was the problem, because Hiccup picking out a cute little dragon from a pile, that's not a story, that's nothing. So they scrapped everything, no budget, deadline closing in. Animators had already spent millions on the old design, and they had to throw it all away. But here's what makes it wild. One animator admitted there was one tiny design choice she fought to change and lost. She looked at the final Toothless and said, "Just so you know, looks kind of like Stitch." The director said, "This is the dragon," and that was it. The Toothless you know today, he almost didn't exist, and he still looks like Stitch. Number 2, the Light Fury never actually loved Toothless. Wait, what if the entire love story in the hidden world was never real? The movie sells it as romance from the first second. Toothless sees her, music plays, everyone accepts it, but rewatch her behavior closely, and it never looks like love. It looks like a mission. Think about it. Grimmel claims he captured her, but she can turn invisible and outfly almost anything alive. If she wanted to escape, she already would have. Instead, she lets herself get caught and gets led straight to Toothless. And here's where it gets wild. The moment Toothless arrives at the hidden world, every single dragon bows instantly, like they'd been waiting. Valka even said it herself. Every nest has its queen, which means the hidden world already had one. The Light Fury wasn't falling in love. She was sent to find the last Night Fury and bring him home, because the dragons needed their true alpha. So was any of it real, or was Toothless just completing a mission he never knew about? Number 3. Toothless was actually Cloudjumper's underling. Before Toothless became the most powerful alpha alive, he was taking orders from Cloudjumper, and the movie shows it the whole time. Their first meeting was tense, both wary, both watching, but then Cloudjumper did something small. He chased away a group of clingy baby dragons that were bothering Toothless, and from that moment, something shifted, because when Toothless felt the Bewilderbeast's presence for the first time, this Night Fury, the most feared dragon alive, immediately ducked under Cloudjumper's wing looking for protection. That's not friendship, that's a dragon admitting who's in charge. Cloudjumper rolled his eyes and walked away, like a boss who's seen it all. But here's the beautiful part. After Toothless defeated the Bewilderbeast, Cloudjumper didn't hesitate. No ego, no resistance. He lowered his head and acknowledged Toothless as alpha. The underling became the king, and the king bowed first. Number 4, Toughnut kissed fish legs. Here's why that changes everything. Most people wrote off Toughnut as comic relief, but her story across the entire trilogy is way darker than anyone talks about. The whole series, Fishlegs and Snotlout are throwing themselves at her, competing, showing off, desperate for her attention, and she gives them nothing, zero interest. But then comes the hidden world, and there's a specific moment, Toughnut teasing Hiccup about being busy with Astrid, and it reads exactly like jealousy, not the obvious kind, the quiet kind. Then in Homecoming, she kisses Fishlegs. Think about what that actually means. After spending years rejecting everyone, after watching Hiccup and Astrid build something real, she finally chose someone. Not the loudest one, not the strongest one, the one who never stopped showing up. Number 5, Stormfly is more powerful than anyone gives her credit. For everyone talks about Toothless, nobody talks about the dragon who can actually keep up with him. Stormfly's design was pulled from kingfishers and peacocks, and it shows. Her scales shift color under different light, and she moves exactly like a bird. Sharp, snapping head movements when she's reading a situation. Precise, calculated. In combat, she's a complete weapon. Magnesium blasts accurate enough to hit moving targets. Venomous tail spikes that work for both offense and defense. And she can coordinate with a zippleback mid-battle to trigger chain explosions. But here's the crazy part. In short-distance sprints, Toothless can't always beat her. The same Toothless who hits 1,400 kilometers per hour, the secret, chicken drumsticks, feed her one, and her speed goes completely off the charts. She's not a sidekick, she's the second most powerful dragon in the entire series, and she's been that the whole time. Number 6, the Crimson Goregutter might actually be a Titan Wing. Everyone knows the Bewilderbeast, everyone knows the Red Death, but there might be a third Titan Wing hiding in plain sight, and almost nobody noticed. For a dragon to evolve into a Titan Wing, 3 conditions have to be met. Extreme age, a body size that massively exceeds a normal adult, and a permanent visible change in appearance. Harder scales, more vivid colors, massive horns. Now think about the Crimson Goregutter from the opening of the Hidden World. His wingspan is so enormous that a single wing rivals the full size of an adult dragon. His mass is so extreme that a single light collision nearly destroys an entire village. And his scales, look closely, they've hardened into rock-like plates, deep red-purple, almost coral-like horns. He also plays gently with hatchlings hatchlings, which sounds small until you realize that's a classic behavior pattern in extremely old dragons that have long passed the aggressive phase. Every single condition points the same direction. The Crimson Goregutter isn't just a big dragon. He might already be becoming something else entirely. Number 7. How does Toothless actually understand English? This one bothers me every rewatch, and the answer goes deeper than you'd expect. There are moments across all 3 movies where Toothless responds to specific words. In the second film, Hiccup calls him a big baby boo, and Toothless immediately mocks him right back. In the third film, Hiccup says, "Let's find the light fury," and Toothless visibly lights up before Hiccup even moves. That's not coincidence, that's comprehension. Here's where it gets interesting. In the original books, dragons had their own full language, and Hiccup was the one who could understand and speak it. The movies flipped the dynamic completely. Instead of Hiccup learning dragon, Toothless learned human, which means somewhere across their years together, Toothless didn't just bond with Hiccup, he studied him, quietly, on his own terms. The dragon was always smarter than everyone thought. Number 8. Grimmel didn't beat Toothless with luck. He found a hidden weakness. This is the detail that changes everything about the hidden world. In HTTYD 2, Toothless crashes through solid rock at full speed. No damage, nothing. If a mountain can't hurt him, how does one tiny dart drop him completely? Here's the theory. Right before the attack, Grimmel is seen collecting venom from his death grippers. Venom specifically described as powerful enough to destroy metal, not pierce it, dissolve it. So what if that dart never actually pierced Toothless at all? What if it melted through his scales at the exact point of impact, bypassing the only defense that was supposed to be unbeatable? That would mean Grimmel didn't get luck. He spent years studying Night Fury specifically, which he's already admitted, and eventually found the one thing that could bring one down. Not strength, not speed, chemistry. Did Grimmel discover a weakness, or did he build one from scratch? Number 9. Not every dragon could follow Toothless. Here's the ones left behind. The ending of The Hidden World tells you every dragon went underground. Hiccup says it himself in Homecoming. That's why his own kids don't believe dragons were ever real. But that's not actually possible, and the movies already showed us why. Speed stingers can't fly. Their wings are decorative at best. They survive by sprinting across glaciers and ice bridges. Some of them can skim water, but underground migration? Impossible. Then there's the Buffalord. Extremely territorial. Pull it from its home environment and it turns violent immediately. It doesn't follow anyone. The armor wing literally eats scrap metal and forges it into its own body as living armor. Without a steady supply of metal, it dies. There's no version of that dragon surviving underground. And the Great Protector? It lives on a volcano specifically to consume lava and prevent eruptions. If it leaves, entire islands get destroyed. So where did they actually go? Because Toothless didn't lead every dragon home. He led the ones who follow, the rest stayed behind, alone. Number 10. Toughnut was in love with Hiccup the whole time. Most people laughed at Toughnut across all 3 movies, but look closer at what she was actually doing, and the pattern is impossible to ignore. In The Hidden World, she's the one who spends the most time with Hiccup during the crisis. Not Astrid, not Snotlout, Toughnut, and she takes it seriously. Way more seriously than anything she's ever cared about. She pulls him aside. She gives him advice about love, specific personal advice. She talks about what it means to truly commit to someone, and the way she looks at him during those scenes doesn't read like a friend. It reads like someone who figured something out too late. Then Homecoming comes, and she kisses Fishlegs, not because she suddenly fell for him, but because Hiccup was already gone. Fully committed, family built, story finished, and Fishlegs was the one who never left. She didn't choose Fishlegs first, she chose him after. And that's it. Which one hit you hardest? The theory or the hidden detail? Drop it in the comments. If you want the next part, smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed, because we're going even deeper next time.